Welcome Libras to my channel. This is your monthly tarot reading with me. I'm gonna be using the Morgan Greer tarot deck accompanied by 2 oracle decks. Let's get started. Alright, so Libras, what is going on with you this month? Libras, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is going on for Libras? Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is going on? The Two of Wands in reverse. And then the Knight of Swords in reverse. What else, Spirit? Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. The Two of Cups in reverse. Ooh. And, okay, those are so many cards. Not taking all of this. We've got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And the Death card. The High Priestess in reverse. Okay, Libras. It seems like you've been waiting for a while, because the Two of Wands always symbolizes some kind of waiting for a ship to take off, waiting for your flight, waiting for something to come your way so you can finally take off and leave and start this new adventure that you had in mind. The thing is, the card was in reverse. So the Two of Wands actually shows me now that you've been waiting, and now you're getting impatient and you want things to move rather quickly, because it seems like an eternity since last time that somebody arrived at your doorstep or some kind of opportunity came your way, and you're really mad at the Wheel of Fortune, right? The Wheel of Fortune is all about your luck, your fortune. It talks about time and how when something is really benefiting you right now. The Wheel of Fortune is a constant reminder that things are constantly changing, and if you're up on the wheel, you can easily fall down again and have a hard time. And if you're currently having a hard time, then no worries, the wheel is gonna spin and you're gonna be up again and having a good time in no time. But the wheel was in reverse, so it shows that you're kind of frustrated with the current events in your life right now. You're frustrated and fed up of waiting for something to happen, for something to change, for your circumstances to get a little better, but it's really not happening. Or this is how you feel about it. With this Knight of Swords in reverse, the Knight of Swords is really the fastest knight in the whole deck, right? It talks about a very fast moving energy, somebody approaching you, not delivering a message, but they're approaching you with a fastness about them, with a swiftness about them, and they're really coming your way to speed things up. So having this card in reverse really shows that it seems like nothing is moving forward. Especially with this Death card here, clarifying the Knight of Swords. The Death card is about change, abrupt change and transformation, of having something die so something else can get rebirthed in its place, right? So it feels like you've been in this transformational loop for a while, because the Knight of Swords talks about something moving quickly and abruptly and having it end in a split of a second. So having it in reverse means that you are stuck in some kind of energy here, and this energy is the Death card. So you've been transforming and growing, and it's been hard and harsh and painful and uncomfortable, and you just want it to end. You're fed up with it. Yes, you're appreciating your new rebirth cycle. Yes, you do appreciate all the lessons that you've been learning along the way, but now you really want things to be comfortable again. You want to enjoy life again. And you're just fed up of waiting for it to happen, of having good things come your way. So this situation that I've been talking about, it might involve a past connection with this Two of Cups in reverse here. Why am I saying past? Because the Two of Cups talks about two people who meet each other and they instantly, or they connect, and they have a mutual emotional understanding. They maybe went out on a date or two and have gotten romantically involved and have developed feelings for each other. So in reverse, it means that this is involving someone that you've been romantically attracted to or have been romantically involved with in your past. And having it in reverse also shows me that you're not really in contact anymore, or you might be in contact, but the thing is, it's not very constant and not very often as it used to be. So there's some kind of separation here. And the High Priestess in reverse shows me that you're kind of ignoring your intuition, because the High Priestess is really talking about trusting your intuition and reflecting and drawing from your inner wisdom in regards to a situation. So having this card in reverse shows me that you're ignoring your intuition in regards to this person. Like, this connection, this separation happened for a reason, right? And you're actually ignoring it now. Oops! You're ignoring it now. You're ignoring all the red flags. You're ignoring everybody that warns you about this relationship, about this connection becoming toxic, for example. And you're really constantly thinking about them and want to get back to them and want to restart something with them. And why is that? It seems like you're really bored. And I'm not talking about being fed up of being alone, although that is kind of your thing, Libra, right? Libra is the relationship, the partnership sign. So it really always needs someone else to balance them out. But that's not really what I'm talking about here. What I'm talking about is that things haven't been comfortable lately. Things haven't been comfortable lately. You have been stuck in this vicious death and rebirth cycle, this transformative, transitional phase of yours. And it's been feeling like ages since something has happened to you, so since something good, enjoyable has happened to you. And that's why you're craving and constantly looking back at your past when things were nice, when things were enjoyable. So let me draw some advice cards for you. Alright, so what advice can you offer Libra spirits about this connection? What advice can you be offering Libra spirit? Aries, I am, yeah, totally. What advice can you be offering Libra spirit in regards to this connection? The words, yeah. Alright, so yeah. I also wanted to add real quickly that the High Priestess in reverse could also symbolize a woman or a female figure in your life that has been very manipulative, very cunning, very emotionally manipulative. So I just want you to take care, because it might be this person in the connection. It might be somebody else that knows about this connection and is trying to sabotage it. It might, or has actually sabotaged it. So yeah, take it as it resonates. But it really feels like a part of this connection, either you or them, has been very emotionally manipulative. And maybe they're being manipulative right now in trying to reach out and be in contact with you again. Maybe they're gonna be resurfacing this Mercury retrograde. So when I asked for advice from the astrological deck, I got these two cards, which I find very fitting. The I Am, the Aries card, which is your sister sign, your opposite sign, and the 10th house, the World card. So let's talk about the Aries first. Aries is all about somebody who knows exactly who they are, who goes out into the world to self-identify and to become an individual, to become whole on their own. They are whole on their own. This is the whole archetype of being an Aries. This is your sister sign, as I said before. So you are completely the opposite of what I just said. You are the sign that can only relate to other people and don't really have a clear understanding of who they are. So Libra erases their identity in order to try and become one person, one whole being with another person. So this card here is reminding you that you are an individual, that you are a whole person on your own. You don't need anybody else to make you become someone. You are whole on your own, Libra. And it feels like this is a time in your life where you actually need to be on your own for a while to figure out who you are without anybody else influencing your view of yourself. You need to learn who you are in this world without having people around you tell you this is who you are. Because this is what you do, Libra. You're a people pleaser. You really want to be the mediator between people. You want everybody to get along. And so you erase from your identity, you hide yourself, and you put on this fake mask so everybody could accept you. And this is something that you need to stop doing. You need to stop letting people push you around like that. You need to stop being a doormat. You need to become more like your sister sign. You need to become more Aries, an individual who is sometimes a bit selfish as well, but in a good sense. Like they're putting themselves first because it's all about them in this lifetime. So, yeah. And by putting yourself first, your second advice, the 10th house, it feels like right now is a period in your life where you need to be more focused on your career, on your social reputation, on your work life, than your private life, than your social relationships. It's gonna do you really well if you focus on work. It feels like everything else is gonna resolve itself if you fixate on work right now and on your career, on building your achievements, on rebuilding yourself and climbing the mountain to where you want to be in 10 years. Alright, so let me draw one last card from the Angels and Ancestors deck. Do you have any more advice for Libra Spirit? Do you have any more advice for Libra Spirit? Do you have any more advice for Libra Spirit? Mirror Guardian, take time to reflect. Yeah. So this is basically confirmation for the very first card here that we've got, that you've been waiting, that you've been fed up with waiting, right? So this is confirming that this is a time where you need to be taking a time out, to be sitting and waiting and being patient. Yes, you need to be hyper fixating on yourself. You need to be fixating on your work in the time being, and not really looking at your romantic connections right now. This is not the time for it. You need to first identify and see who you are, and to make sure that you have a stable identity before you try and unite with someone else, before you try and fuse with someone else. So yeah, take a time out and reflect. Build yourself and your career, and everything else is gonna be falling into place really soon. So thank you so much, Libra, for tuning in today. I hope this reading resonated for you. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, or leave a comment down below. And I'm gonna see you in the next video. Bye!